This is Josiah Plays Pillars of Eternity. We're looking around Stalwart now that we're on part 2 of the White March. Things have changed here in town. I just wanted to check something out. Yeah, his deflection is now 121. He gains 6 will from that. He gains 6 will and 3 deflection. That's awesome. Alright. Let's look around the town some more.
Hello.
Camping supplies I don't need because I just bought some. Alright, whose house is this? This is Tana's home. Tana's home. Yeah, I vaguely remember her. She was the one that we, like, awakened some past life inside her. Well, let's see what new is going on in her house. Maybe she has a new quest for us. Maybe she has a new quest. Come on, Tana. Make it worth my while to go through the loading screen.
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
Let's find out.
Haven't felt this fresh in decades. Need to ask what Hafrek's been putting in the ale. Let's hear it then.
Yeah, nothing
Plenty
new
of
here.
work to be done indeed.
She rubs her hands briskly together. Alright, well, bye then. Loading screen for nothing. 2 loading screens, actually. Two loading screens in one. Double loading screen action. Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting, as they say. They who, you ask? People.
Hello.
In the industry.
Hello.
What industry, you ask? If you have to ask, you can't know. So now I can go to the Iron Flail Fort, or I can go to Whitestone Hollow. Maybe I have to go through Longwatch Falls to get to Whitestone Hollow, actually. Still, there's a couple new areas on the map there. What's up, villagers? Well, Matt, maybe Stalwart should have stayed small. We're looking for Milla. Yeah, we've seen that. At least back home you could get good Valian wine. Alright, whose house is this? This is the mayor's house, right? Pretty sure it is. The old mayor's house, Renengild's house. Let's see what's going on in here now. Probably nothing. I'm probably loading screening for no reason, but I gotta check it out. I gotta see, you know? I went in the Temple of Andra and there was new quests in there. A new quest. You never know where you will find. Renengild is here. Now, why isn't she the mayor anymore? I don't remember. Her son is gone. She used to have a son that stood around right over here. Exceptional pistol. Alright, Renengild, what's up? Let me quick save, just because I can. If it isn't the hero of the White Forge! Renengild nods in greeting. She looks more relaxed than you've ever seen her. You come back to check on your handiwork? Or are you just here to wish me a happy retirement? Why did you retire? She stretches. I've had enough of politics and town quarrels for this lifetime. So when Tarfos told me he was tired of the mines, I asked if he was ready to really get his hands dirty. She smiles. I almost feel sorry for the guy. I'm still not going to tell on Fiora about the Svef shipment, so I think we're done here. She didn't really have much new. A little bit of new conversation, but not much. More loading scran. Loading scran.
Let's see what we got.
Alright, let's just see. Make sure there's not anything of any great note happening through the middle here. There's the Temple of Andra, right?
Where have you got to this time?
Oh, I found somebody important. It's Royce, who got a missing child. Remember that drawing that we found? I think it was in the temple. It said it was Mila's drawing. So that was that's obviously related to this. So here we will find a mission, I assume, to find this missing child. Let's go ahead and talk to Royce. This woman looks at you like she's used to hearing bad news. She shakes her head and holds up her hands before you can even begin. Look, you can tell Hammond that I ain't seen Mila all day. And besides, he ought to keep a better eye on his shop if he don't want little uns poking around. She folds her arms and plants her feet wide. Mila, I think you've mistaken me for someone else. Oh, I didn't recognize you. You're the one who opened up the battery, aren't you? Royce looks both embarrassed and nervous as she stumbles over her words. It's just that my daughter, Mila, I mean, she spends time over at Hammond's tent. Gets underfoot. She shrugs, exhausted and exasperated. Figured he sent someone over to complain about her, again. But you ain't hear about her, huh? You don't know where your own child is? She backs away like she's been slapped. I didn't say that. Unable to look you in the eyes, her gaze darts to the ground, her cheeks flushed with embarrassment. But it's hard keeping track of her, what with all the commotion around here lately. Do you have any idea where Mila might be? She's been out for quite a while now. That's nothing new. She chews her lip, wondering. Still, I can't help but worry that she's gone and gotten herself into some trouble. If you could keep an eye or two open for her while you're in town, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'll make sure she's not in any trouble. Oh, thank you. Everyone is so busy these days with the mines and the forge opening back up again. It's kind of you to help. I have a few questions for you. Need something? Might her father know where she's gone? Please don't worry him. He's in enough trouble at his job already. She smiles weakly. Truly, all of us appreciate what you did, opening the battery back up. Folks like my Lothgar are making good money patching up all the damage out front. Please don't set his mind spinning about where Mila is. I'll say nothing and be stoic about that. She watches you for some reaction, then pauses awkwardly at your silence, chewing her lip and idly tapping her boot against a small chunk of ice. Is there somewhere Mila likes to run off to? She often takes off to Hammond's Emporium, she shrugs. Has a problem with looking at things instead of touching them. Hammond's been on my back the past few days to keep her away. Alright. New quest, Wild Mila. Royce can't seem to find her daughter Mila. Find Mila. Mila's been getting herself into trouble around Stalwart lately. Her mother, Royce, hasn't seen her, but mentioned that she's been bothering Hammond, the new shopkeeper. Royce mentioned that her husband, Lothgar, is stationed at Durgan's Battery. She told me not to mention Mila's disappearance to him. I found one of Mila's drawings at the temple. It depicts children playing near a cave. I should ask someone who knows Mila well to see if they know more about this place. Okay. That's the update from seeing the thing in the temple. Don't suppose you've caught sight of Mila yet? Royce folds her arms and worries at a sleeve. No, I haven't. Don't worry. Don't worry, though. Don't worry. I got this covered. I got this covered. Don't even trip. Are you tripping? You shouldn't be tripping. Don't trip. Avoid tripping if you can. Anybody out here? Anybody? No? No? Okay. Then we come back here. There's Darien. There's a villager. Do you have anything else to say?
The Iron Flail has folk up in arms about foreigners, and not just raid Sarens. I'm hoping everyone will settle down once they're dealt with.
Gives you a tight frown. Farewell.
Let's see what lies this way.
Oh yeah, we've got Thiersch's house, the hunter guy. Maybe he's got a new mission for us. Let's go through some loading screens and find out. Loading screens of eternity. Hope you like loading screens if you play this game. Thiersch, what's up? What's new?
Welcome. Have a seat by the fire if the cold's gotten into your bones.
Oh, he doesn't have anything new
Coming
to
to your
say.
elders for advice, is it? What can I do for you?
We've already read his soul, though. It's nothing new. Alright, fine, Thiersch. Be that way. Just be that way. Making me loading screen for nothing. Making me, I say. Making.
I'll keep an eye out.
Okay. Hunters. Wish you luck on my travels, friend. Thanks. Thanks, friend. This person's still freezing and trying to get in the outhouse. An army at the gates? Is Stalwart usually this bad? So then we have the inn. But let's see, there's two people out in front of the inn to talk to. There's Tealdor and Rayfold. I think Tealdor is the one that was the warden type guy that was giving us bounties before. I think he was. Let's see what he's got for us now. Afraid I don't have any more bounties. Okay.
So, you're back. What can I do for you?
Nothing new there. Alright, let's go into the Grave's Rest. And I know there's at least one person we have to talk to in here. And it also seems like a likely place to find another quest. What with the assortment of people to talk to in here. There's a bard. Hi, bard. Pleasure to see you. You too. The villager. Maybe we can bring Stalwart around after all, now that the battery's open. Wish you'd been around when old Mayor Sinehod was cleaning our coffers. We finally get good roads and something to eat besides fish. Good thing Hafric still has some venison in stock. Hardly any elk left. Never had much of a knack for knife throwing myself. See if these two, the knife throwing two, have anything new going on. Hey, you're back! Thought you were done with this place. We certainly thought we were. Turns out New Hayamar's a bit of a piss heap. Nice word. Well, that and Stalwart turned out to be not so bad after a while. You know, army scuffling over the battery aside. Still playing games? You get to enjoying the simple things up here. Not that the practice has done them any good. I don't really want to play Orland's Head. What's up, Keedy? Saved you from the fire, right?
Hello, ma'am. Anything I can do for you?
Nope. Careful if you're new, the drinks up here aren't watered down. Cook, calm your shit. Afric's been beside himself talking about the White Forge. You've done a great thing. Here's to surviving another day in this frozen pit. There's Nesta. Pretty sure I need to talk to Nesta, and I think I need to talk to Kern, too. Alright, well, let's talk to Hafric, the proprietor, the bartender.
Back to warm your hand, Jay. What can I do for you?
Apparently nothing. Alright, so we're gonna negotiate with Nesta about something. Hammer out the terms for a trade agreement with Defiance Bay. Alright. Yeah, negotiation is really my strong suit, so this is gonna go well. Ugh! I thought I ordered ale. She might have brought me the dishwater by accident. She sighs. Or maybe on purpose. You can never tell. What brings you to Stalwart? I represent a group of investors from Defiance Bay who are attempting to establish a trade agreement with Stalwart. Before they're willing to commit to any agreement, they want to have the town assessed, make sure it's as prosperous as people are claiming. That's where I come in. She takes a long sip from her mug. What's your assessment of the town? There's certainly a lot of coin-changing hands, but whether this is simply a short-lived boom or something that will persist long-term remains to be seen. Tarfa sent me. I'm here to negotiate the trade treaty on Stalwart's behalf. Finally! I was beginning to wonder if Tarfus had forgotten about me entirely. My first stop is Stalwart's fishery. My clients are concerned it's a liability to Stalwart's prosperity. I'll meet you outside its front door. Okay. Meet Nesta outside the fishery in Stalwart Village. Nesta wants to meet me outside the fishery in Stalwart Village. She said something about the fishery's operation being a liability to Stalwart's prosperity. Alright, well, whatevs.
Please, someone has to do something.
Piss off, Kern. I got enough problems.
Looks like Kern wants to talk about something. Katie, let's have a drink together! No. Alright, Kern. Let's find out what this guy wants. Decades I've lived here. We've worked and drunk together, and not a one of them will lift a finger? This dwarf's face is damp and blotchy. His outburst seems to take something out of him. He sags, his lined features showing his exhaustion. I'm sorry, I have no heart for conversation. I'm sure someone in here will drink to your health. What happened? I've done something terrible, and I'm not sure I can fix things. This neighbor of mine, Hattie, we've never gotten on at the best of times. With his land dispute, losing half my property, things have gotten out of hand. Go on. I was drowning my sorrows here in the inn. There was a stranger, Sevestin, obviously from out of town. We got to talking. He's all smiles, says he's a paladin, that he'll sort Hattie out for me, get my land back, if I give him the week's wages. I didn't know he was a bleakwalker, a madman. I was half drunk, thought Sevestin meant he'd speak on my behalf, put a scare into Hattie, not kill him. So you got lucky. I tried to call him off once I realized. He laughed, said that doesn't happen. Please, you've got to help me. Nobody else here is willing to take him on, even for the coin I'm offering. What do you want me to do? Stop that maniac! And Hattie, make sure he's safe. His family, too. Wait, you hired a man to kill Hattie? Never to kill him! I was angry, drunk. Hattie's nearly ruined me. That doesn't mean I want his family dead. I have some questions. I'll tell you anything if it'll help. What do you want to know? What's a bleak walker? I asked around. Far as I understand, their order thinks brutality's the best way to ensure peace. They don't negotiate and they don't give quarter. Once they've been ordered to clear someplace out, they don't stop until they're done. And they don't change their minds. They're more like a force of nature than a paladin order. It seems pointless to me to devote one's life to something so destructive, no matter how they rationalize what they do. They just have to turn up half the time. They get paid to stand there and be a threat. I don't understand why Sylvestin is doing this. Seems like a petty contract for a paladin. I never even knew there was a contract. How can that be right? Did Sylvestin not tell you he was a bleak walker? Not at first. Not until it was too late, I guess. I'd had a few drinks, but I think I'd remember if he'd announced it. Where's Sylvestin now? He must be headed out to Hattie's by now. He stuck around here for a few days after we talked. To gloat, I think. Or to wait for someone. But he's left. Did you pay him? Not yet. Sylvestin said he'd find me again. I got my savings together, in case he meant it. That's all the questions I had. Kern nods, regarding you anxiously. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. That's all I'm asking. You're the first one to so much as try. Hattie lives out east in Whitestone Hollow. Please, hurry. Another quest, Bleak Oath. Angry and more than a little drunk, a stalwart villager by the name of Kern managed to inadvertently hire a Bleak Walker paladin to resolve a long-standing feud. The matter has now escalated beyond his control. Travel to Hattie's house. I met a dwarf named Kern in the Grave's Rest. He begged me to find and stop Sylvestin, a Bleakwalker paladin, before he can harm Hattie and his family. Hattie's house can be found to the east of Stalwart in Whitestone Hollow, close to a trade road. Alright, that's cool.
Let's see what we got.
Anybody else? Got anything to say? Still not a thief. Oh, Winnow, I remember you.
Something I can do for you? Halfrick's got me straightening the rooms, but I'll help you if I can.
Nope, we're good. Thought maybe you'd have something new to say, but I was wrong. You would prefer to waste my time. Make me sad. I'm gonna go down in the basement, even though the odds are very poor that there's anything new happening there. I'm going to anyway, because I shall leave no stone unturned in the quest for quests. We have nothing to quest but quests themselves. What? What's up, gamblers? What's up, sack of grain? Maybe, Tan Ledge has something new to say. Well, well, can't go around calling you Ogre Slayer anymore, can I? Forge Master, maybe? He grins. What can I do for you? Nothing. Bye. Thought maybe I could do something for you, but apparently not. Alright, I think I have fully explored Stalwart. I have no more, like, places to go to look for quests. I've talked to everyone. So now it's time to start doing quests. The first one we're gonna do is meet what's-her-name at what's-its-place. I think I made that very clear. Couldn't be any clearer. We're gonna meet what's-her-name at what's-its-place. You know what I mean. Tarna, or whatever her name was, at the outside the fishery. About the trade agreement thing. You know. Nesta. exactly what I meant when I said Tarna
Be
just now.
constant.
Very similar names. Okay, what do you want from me? There's Nesta. Think of her like Nestie. Let's all just clump up here, all awkwardly in front of her. Let's find out what's going on with the fishery. I forgot what kind of voice I did for her. Gods, it's freezing out here. Let's get this over with quickly. Oh wait, I kind of did more of a... Gods, it's freezing out here. Let's get this over with quickly. I'd go inside the fishery, but that smell... Ugh. I'm also regretting having the fish stew at the inn. One of the fishermen said they found a body in one of the barrels once. According to the town's records, the fishery doesn't export much these days. Why do they keep it open? It's an unnecessary drain on resources better spent on the White Forge and the mines. Closing down the fishery could help convince the investors that Stalwart is serious about maintaining its prosperity. Fishery helps keep Stalwart self-reliant. Goodwill, I agree, remain silent. Leaving that decision up to you. I'll remain silent. Very well. The fishery will be shut down before any trade agreement will be signed. I'll be heading over to the Stalwart Mines next. My clients are concerned about the security and safety of the mines. Meet me there when you're ready. Okay, going to the mines, I guess. Meet Nesta in the Stalwart Mines in Stalwart Village. Nesta has moved on to the Stalwart Mines to assess the security of the mines. She'll be waiting for me near the foreman's office. Pleasure to see you. You too, I guess. Mines are over here, I reckon. Good work at the battery. Guess we owe you our livelihoods. Yes, you do. You do. You owe me everything. So I have to actually go inside the mines here. No faffing about. Going into the mines. Okay, here we go. Loading screen. Loading screen. Loading screen. Loading screen. Good old loading screens. This is a loading screen I've never seen before, though. Looks like some shit's going on up here. Quick save. Will not be surprised at all if crazy monsters suddenly appear.
Steady does it.
No, please! You've got the wrong man! I don't remember any of this!
Quiet! We'll get the truth out of you soon enough. Take him away!
The hell is going on here? Who dis? Foreman Ismay. A stern-faced woman approaches you. Her already impressive frown is only emphasized by her slight underbite. She folds her arms. Nesta mentioned someone would be coming along! Be careful where you wander. These mines are still crawling with all sorts of pests. We haven't been able to clear them out yet. Of course, when you have experience with that sort of thing, I hear. Guess we have you to thank for opening the battery. I'm Ismay, the foreman. We've been keeping busy around here since the battery's fires were lit. A little busier than I'd like sometimes. If you've got a point, get to it. Not one for small talk, I see. You probably saw Gamel getting carted off. Found him by the body of another miner, Sameth. We've lost quite a few miners out recently. Wow. What just happened there? I was going to say already, but it doesn't say already. It says recently. We've lost quite a few miners recently. Most just vanished. Sameth's the first corpse to stick around. We may have caught Gamel, but we haven't been able to find the bodies. I need someone to look into it for me. I got my hands full just trying to keep this place from falling apart. You find out what's happening to my miners, and I'll set aside a cut of our next payment for you. What do you know about the victim, Sameth? Poor Sameth. His body's up the tunnel to the east. Folks say you've got a knack for making sense of corpses. Like the Dunreed Rose sorts, right? Yeah, I am a watcher. I guess I do have a knack for that. Tell me about Gamel. Don't know him so well. Certainly never pegged him for a killer. I'd say you're better off questioning him yourself. See if he'll tell you where he stashed the corpses. I'll look into it. I appreciate the help. We certainly need it. I have a few questions for you. Sure thing. What do you want to know? How are the mines holding up? Tana did most of the work of whipping this place into shape before I got here, but she's getting on in years. In the end, she felt it was better to hand things off. She still drops by occasionally to make sure the workers are in order. Why are these mines so important? The demand for ore has gone up since you opened up the battery. Everyone wants their own shiny piece of Durgan steel. Thing is, the battery was hit pretty hard by the tremors. With the battery mines collapsed, we're the only game in town. About those missing miners. No, that's it. Whispers in the Dark, new mission. Gamel, a worker in the Stalwart Mines, has been apprehended for murder. Foreman Ismay believes that Gamel may also be responsible for a recent string of disappearances. Search for the missing miners. Foreman Ismay asked me to look into the disappearance of several miners. She suggested I start by questioning Gamel, who is being held in the foreman's quarters just left of the entrance to the mines. Ismay mentioned that the body of one of the victims, Sameth, could be found in the tunnel to the east. So here we are in the mines. Shh. Got
You
some
see
mine.
Gamel?
How could I miss it? Looks like he went swimming in Sameth's blood.
Blazes. Never would have pegged him for a freak.
Alright. Gamel. Never would have thought. I'm worried about these tremors. Hope these mines are worth the trouble. If you ever get lost, follow the wall on your right. You'll get out, eventually. Alright, let's head over toward the office here, because we still need to meet Nesta here. As well as... Oh, this isn't stealing? I can just take this stuff? Alright, cool. There's Nesta. Foreman's quarters. Alright, let's talk to Nesta. It's impressive how quickly Stalwarts reopened the mine and got it operational. She looks around approvingly. However, I'm concerned about the behavior of some of the miners. They seem erratic, confused. It won't look good in my report. Wait here, I'll look into it. So I'm gonna have to investigate that other quest and then come back and talk to her. Spread too thin through these mines. Good to see you here, Katie. Scrolls and papers documenting the sale of iron ore and sulfur are crammed onto the shelves. Nothing new from the foreman. Alright, let's question Gamel. Or should we go check out the body first? Let's question Gamel, then we'll go check out the body. And then we might question Gamel again if I have new things to ask him, I think, after we see the body. So, Gamel, let me quick save. Because I do like to quick save. It's fairly clear why Gamel is under suspicion. His face is spattered with blood. His hands are bound, but you can see blood and scraps of flesh under his fingernails. That does seem a little bit, incriminating. Gamel's posture is hunched, and tears have dug tracks through the layer of gore on his face. You find yourself the target of a pleading expression the moment you're in sight. I have a few questions for you. Gamel looks up at you wide-eyed. As he opens his mouth to speak, you notice that his teeth and lips are also stained with blood. Please, it's like I told them. I don't know what happened. I can't remember a thing. There's no way I could have done that to Samuth. Wait for him to settle down stoically. Gamel swallows, ducking his head, and falls silent. What do you do here? Me? I'm just a dragsman. Load the carts, get the ore from here to there. I do whatever they ask me to, really. I haven't lived in Stalwart long. Heard they needed more hands to work the mines. Thought I could make a fresh go of it. Maybe even see the battery. Why is this happening to me? He tries to wipe his nose with the back of a hand, leaving crimson smears behind. Where are the other miners? Perception 18. Nice. I just noticed some shit. I don't know. Nobody knows where the miners have gone. I swear it. I didn't have anything to do with it. His wide, earnest gaze suggests he's sincere, or at least has convinced himself. I believe you. You do? Thank you. This has all been a nightmare. What's the last thing you remember? Tarek, shaking me awake. I was on the floor. Samuth was curled up nearby, and he was dead. His face crumples. That's all. There's hours just gone out of my head. Who's Tarek? He handles construction in the tunnels. There was a cave-in to the north, and he and the others have been working on clearing it for a while now. He must have been grabbing supplies for the crew when he found me. That's all. Alright. Gamel said that he remembers being found by Tarek, a fellow worker, but he has no recollection of the day's events prior to that. He mentioned that Tarek is currently dealing with a cave-in at the tunnel to the north. Alright. Alright.
Keeping quiet.
Let's go check out the body. Which is presumably over this way. They said to the east.
Right here.
I'm just gonna take your stuff here, guys, because it's
Right.
it's not marked as stealing, so it must be okay. It's kind of cool. Oh, that's like way over there and down. The Stalwart Mines. Oh shit. Quick saving again. Oh, there's the body. You here for the body? Keep your eye out for any trouble. Samuth's body is laid out cleanly. You can see that his throat has been torn out and his face has deep scratches in it. His hands are stained a light yellow. Huh. Interesting. Samuth's corpse bears the evidence of a savage attack. His throat was torn out and scratches cover his face. His hands are, oddly enough, stained yellow.
Slowly now.
What can this mean? Oh shit, Zorops. And a dead body. My hirelings were apparently just paid. Look out, Zorops! Run! Alright, well, I know what to do about Zorops. Oh shit. Greater Earth Blight. Right now his defenses are ludic, Russ. Zorop Forager, Zorop Blighter. So these are like some higher level Zorops. Alright. Earth Blights are immune to piercing, I think. Immune to slashing, not piercing. Okay, that's good. I don't think most of us don't use slashing.
I'm ready.
Alright, so she's kicking ass up there. Katie's target is already dead. Adair. Gonna pull Katie. Gonna wreck up on this forager right here.
My mind is sharp as steel.
There. Nice, good job there. Just attack whomever. Her target's dead. Move over to this guy.
Yes.
Sharp as steel.
We're fucking
Following your lead.
destroying these fools. Alright. So suddenly Zorops. There were some higher level Zorops though than the ones we're used to. And new types. Zorop Blighter, Zorop Forager. Normal Zorops are level 1, the champions are level 5, the priests are level 3, the skirmishers are 4. Foragers though are level 11. And Blighter is level 12. So that's significantly tougher than normal Zorops. Oh hey, Jen, thanks for the host. How you doing? Good to see you. You're done with your stream, huh? Played Mass Effect 3 for quite a while and now you're finished? Never even played this game, but you love it just from watching me play? Really? Yeah, I know you like watching me play this one. You missed out on shitloads of reading. I've been doing nothing but reading for like the last hour and a half, and now finally I kind of stopped reading and got into a fight. Take all this stuff.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea.
Alright, well
Which
here's
is
some dead miners.
not very-
I will make sure that their final wishes are respected
Sure.
by me keeping their stuff. Pretty sure that's what they would have wanted. That's what they would have wanted, these miners. Yeah, there was a lot of reading that just took place. A lot of reading and bad voice acting. So bad. Alright, well, let's continue to explore this mine and figure out what the hell's going on here. Also, you kind of came at a bad time, too, because I'm going to stop. I'm done streaming this game in, like, 15 minutes. 10 minutes, really, more like. It didn't matter. Why did you lock the crystal away? Why punish us like this? I overheard one of the miners mumbling about a crystal of some kind. He seemed to be in some kind of stupor. Ah, stupor. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to Metro Last Light Redux in just a few minutes. I was just playing this one for 2 hours, and I'm almost at the 2-hour mark. Alright, what the hell's going on with these crazy miners? What is happening here? Oh, it's a... Come on, folks, get moving! Let's get this done! Hi, miners. I'm worried about these tremors. Yeah. Oh, there's Tarek. Alright, we have to question him about this. Someone must have the crystal! Where is it? Where's the fucking crystal? You got the crystal? Do you have the crystal? Where's the crystal? Looking for the crystal. I might have made up some of that dialogue myself. This miner stares blankly ahead, eyes wide and unfocused. Alright, they're saying the same stuff. What does this say? The cave ends have created openings to the outside. Snow is settled upon the rocks above. Yeah. Looks cold. Alright, let's talk to Tarek. A quick save first. Quickly. Hence the name quick save. It's not really that quick, though. It takes quite a while. Need something? We're trying to get this place cleared out. He squints at you. What are you doing in here anyway? Looking around. What's going on here? Had a cave-in not long ago. We've been working to clear it out since. Progress has been slow, but it has to get done. He wipes his forehead, possibly for effect. Possibly for effect. One of your workers was acting a little strangely. Noticed that, have you? I think it's something to do with the sulfur. After they're sent to fetch it back from the East Mines, they've all come back a little off. Oh, he had the yellow stains on his hands and a dead body. Yellow stains would make sense if he was handling sulfur. Because sulfur is yellow. Boom. Hashtag science knowledge. Caught some of them wandering in circles, talking to themselves. He shrugs. Didn't seem to last once they were outside the mines. Has anyone from your crew gone missing? Not a one. Guess we've been lucky. Where did you find Gamel? Found him out to the east, hunched over Sameth's dead body. The state of him! Thought he'd gone feral or something. Tarek shakes his head. Sameth's hands had yellow stains on them. Sameth's a sulfur miner. Worked on the east side of the mines. Probably got it all over his hands. No big mystery there. He smiles crookedly. Yeah, well, I already solved that mystery. Might not be a big mystery to you, but I solved that shit. Solved it. I'm a fucking detective, son. The eastern mines seem to be the site of a lot of trouble. My guess? It's gas, bubbling up from underground. Coming out with the sulfur, messing with people's heads. Knew a guy once, got a lungful. He decided to shuck off all his clothes and run hollering through the tunnels. We all got an eyeful, but at least he didn't hurt anybody. Yeah, wow, that's a cool story. Thanks for sharing that with me. Be careful if you head over there. Scyllin uses constructs for digging, and they double as guards. Just give her a heads up if you're on the way, maybe. Ah, I'm gonna have to fight some constructs. Out of control, crazy constructs coming in 5. What's Scylin's job here? I have her picking out some potential sites for new tunnels at the moment. Otherwise, she wrangles the constructs mostly these days. Ah, the old construct wrangler position. Very important to any mining company. Her aim's to have the constructs do most of the dangerous work. You'd have to ask her how she's getting on with that. I never liked those things myself. That's all. Alright. Addendum added. Apparently Gamel is not the only miner to be exhibiting strange behavior. Tarek suspects the sulfur mine itself may be having some adverse effect on the workers. He suggests that I look for the missing miners to the east, where the bulk of the sulfur mining takes place. See, I think this has to do with more than just simple sulfur. You know why I think that? Because I'm playing a fucking game. A fantasy role-playing game where it's always something more than just the simple. This has to involve some kind of crazy monsters or plot of evil creatures or evil people or something. Boots of stability and some stalwart bonies. Sometimes you just need some bone money. Alright, we're out of here. So how do we get to the place where the other people are? Don't know. Yeah, we have some dead. You know, it hurt. Then we've got the dead body. Yeah, his hands are stained yellow. Oh, we go down here is what we do. Okay. Careful, careful. I don't know why I'm expecting traps in this mine, but you never know. There could be traps. Discovered a mining shaft. This is pretty cool. I'm not sure about the safety of this bridge. Oh, look. A bunch of Zurup archers waiting for us. And a Zurup troll master. What the fuck does the troll master do? Summons... Oh. Controls this giant-ass troll, I guess. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna back up a little bit here. Alright, and that right there, on that cliffhanger note, is where we're gonna end this episode. So, next time we'll come back, we'll fight some Zurups and some trolls and stuff. We'll continue investigating this mine situation, and go from there. That's gonna do it for this one, though. Thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Pillars of Eternity.